to the middle, and then the spinorama.
Welcome to Flyers Alley, bozo.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 8, Episode 6 of Flyers Alley, brought to you by Olde Sports Network and Chickies and Pete's in Drexel Hill, PA. Got a good show for you here this afternoon, 12:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Had a good week of Flyers hockey, but let's get in and see what the boys are up to. Corey, how you doing? Down where you're at. I do want to add real quick, we are live for the first time on Instagram, on Old City Sports Network's Instagram. So, yeah, check that out. Corey, how you doing?
I'm home.
You are home.
I'm home.
Oh.
I am home for probably about another 3 hours, and then I'm out of here.
I do want to confirm we are live on Old City Sports Network's Instagram. Anyway, first time that's happened. StreamYard is really picking it up. Cool. Glad you're home. Didn't see you. Fuck you. But, you know.
I've literally been home less than 24 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was with Gritty Frank more than you have been home in one day. I'm just saying. You didn't want to come over here anyway. It was an absolute mess.
I needed to unwind, not wind up.
Well, this was not the place for you to be then.
I stayed home and watched the game with with Pop. We ordered some D. Costanza's hoagies.
Oh, can't do it anymore.
Why not?
They're like Somalian pirates working in there, dude. It's just like I don't.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. My dad is best friends with that guy, and yeah, that's why I don't go in there anymore. I went in to place an order. Well, first I ordered ahead of time, because that's what you do.
Smart idea.
I go in, they're like, we don't have that. I'm like, I've talked to you. I know your voice. It was you. And they're like, oh, no, I didn't. I'm like, okay, well, I'll place my order now. So place the order. I should have known. I was waiting there for like 30 minutes. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what is happening? And they're like, oh, we didn't put your order in. And I'm like, all right, well, I forget the guy's name who owns it. He's friends with my dad. But I was looking around. I'm like, yeah, this is exactly why this is fucking going downhill. But it is what it is. I go to Carl Myers. I don't fuck around. I've
never had a problem, even though it is literally my backyard.
Well, it's like they don't from what I remember when I was younger, and then what they're supposed to be doing nowadays is they don't give you I think they don't do lettuce, they just give you more meat, and apparently that's not the thing anymore. So
well, lettuce is a filler. I'd rather have good quality meat than just lettuce.
That's what they usually do, and I don't know if they're doing that anymore. I'm not going there. That's all.
They still no lettuce.
Captain Phillips. I'm not doing that. So
no.
I'm just not. I'm not doing it.
All right, fair enough.
So it's not authentic anymore. Anyway, Armin, how we doing? Doing down there?
Good. I'm doing good. I haven't slept in about a week, but that's good. We're doing all right. And if I may, since we're on this topic of hoagies, Roland Deli in Brookhaven, best hoagie in Delaware County. That's just
Pagano's.
Pagano's is good. Drexel Hill, great.
Oh yeah, Roland is definitely top 5.
Dude, it's my favorite, hands down. It was my grandmother's deli back in the day.
What was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Armin, you missed the conversation with me and Jesse about Skinny Joey moving into Chai.
I haven't tried their steaks yet. I mean,
I know a lot of people who have. They say it's good, but I went into it with some lady on Facebook who basically said, "Can't believe Chai would let these kind of people move in here." And I'm like,
"Whoa, these kind of people."
Yeah,
wow.
let these people do your homework on who you let into the township. I'm like, so you have an empty business you have a dude who bought the business, who's not only contributed already back to the community, and he's still 3 months out from opening. Yeah, don't get me. I said my only negative downfall of where that is, like where Don's was and everything like that, bro, there's no parking.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because it's gonna draw a crowd. You know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, back to hockey related. We can talk about food another time between us in the group message.
Yeah.
I didn't know Frank was here.
Yeah, he's around. I have him. I don't think I don't have a Frank.
Do you still have that?
Yeah, still got it. Anyway, Harmon hasn't slept in a week. I understand. It sounds like it's going good with Meadow and Willow, though. That's awesome. Big fan of the names, by the way. That was I'm a big fan of that. That's cool. I think Meadow. I mean, you're Italian. Meadow, Sopranos works out anyway. So yeah. So anyway, before we jump into this, we got some cool topics for you guys. And got some cool stuff. So make sure you guys go to our Facebook like page and our group page at facebook.com/Flyers Alley, on Twitter at Flyers Alley Pod 1, and Instagram at Flyers Alley. You could also go to the Old City Sports Network Instagram too, because that's where we're going to be broadcasting live. If I could hook it up to the Instagram for the Flyers Alley Instagram, I will, but oh well. And Old City Sports Network's YouTube. Subscribe if you're a content creator. We will do a sub for a sub. Also, make sure you guys go to www.oldcitysports.com. Check out all the OCSM podcast articles and our sponsors page. And definitely go to our merch shop. We may not have the oldcity.com here coming soon because we're going to move. We may be moving all of our stuff, including our articles and such, to this fourth wall page, because it does, if we upload something to YouTube, it goes up there automatically, which is pretty cool. And we do have the new 2025-26 Flyers Alley shirt designed by our guy Armin here. Already got some sales, by the way. So that's pretty cool. A very, very nice looking shirt. And we also, not to take the wind out of your sails, Sam Wismer had asked for a zip up Old City Sports Network hoodie, which is now up there. So that thing is looking pretty sexy as well. We also have, like I said, visit the OCSN-shop.fourthwall.com for all of our shows merch, including the Living Room Show, What I Can Remember, the Grit and Barrett podcast, the Howl, Between the Benches, the Puck Drop, Yins on Ice, What Have You Done Lately, and Ducks and Pucks. Unfortunately, the Living Room Show, What I Can Remember, and Ducks and Pucks do not have merch up there because there's not in season right now. But all right, we're gonna jump into it. Let's get into the games that happened. All right, so flyby games are brought to you by River Lily Coffee Co. Go to Facebook or Instagram and search River Lily Coffee Co. and it'll pop up. It's going to be a coffee shop. We've talked about it before. Corner Meeting House and Pennell/Market Street, if you will, right by the Royal Farms. It's going to be a nice little location. All right, so we're going to go back to the Flyers versus the Flames on Sunday. I don't think we got into that with me and Wade. I'm not sure if we did or not. I know it was at a difficult time. It was just me and Wade, but you guys weren't here regardless, so we'll talk about it. Flyers lose 2-1. Flyers don't open up scoring until on their end until the third period with Konechny at 14:20 for his fourth, assisted by Kate. And that was, I believe, I don't know if that was the game that Kolosov, he started that game.
Kolosov played the whole game.
Okay, so that's a Kolosov loss there. He left the game in the 9:05, but, you know, is what it is. Their guy, Dustin Wolf, did it up. Corey, we'll go to you. I know you've been you're doing the catch-up when it comes to the game, so let's get what you got there.
I did watch this game. You know, Jesse and I were briefly talking about before we came, you know, before we got into studio and everything. Jesse and I were going through the group messages. I'm really kind of curious as to, I could probably pull this stat up, find it somewhere. What is the Flyers record?
This was that game. You're right.
Yeah. What is the Flyers record with D'Lo in the lineup and without D'Lo in the lineup?
It's very very funny you said that.
D'Lo was not in that game, by the way.
He wasn't. So that's not the game that I was talking about. Okay. Then I won't say anything then because I was getting ready to say something.
99.9% sure. I can go back and double check, but I believe he was not. Sunday, November 2nd.
There was a game. I don't think it was. I think it was during the week.
D'Lo was not in that game.
So there was definitely, before I forget, there was a game this week that I just personally thought it's not. I can't track it down to the point where we can narrow which game it was, but it was one of the games this week that I just really thought that Sealer and Delorier had a really good games, and they didn't fight. Sealer has been fighting. I won at least one fight out of Sealer this year, but I really like his play. Besides yesterday, I just thought he was out of position a lot. But that the whole decor had like a stint where they were just out of position a lot the other day. But yeah, that's what I don't know what game it was, but going on to what you were saying. But yeah, anything else on this game or?
Tough loss.
Yeah. Gaetano.
Just call him G. It's my neighbor.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to try it. Resvuto.
Nice Irish guy.
Stop.
I'm kidding.
What are your guys' thoughts that are contributing to the slow start in these last few games? Well, Corey, you're up now, so I mean, you're pretty fresh to it as well. So,
not a slow start by any stretch of the imagination against the Canadians.
No,
that was a good one. Flyers just, I don't know what it was with the Predators game. Came out slow, still take the one, still take the W though. I don't know. It's not like the chemistry in the lineups getting changed around, but yesterday there was some line shuffling. Like they put in, like, not to jump ahead, but some line changes and stuff like that. They jumped Grabankin, I think, in the Canadians game to the third line and stuff like that instead of the fourth line with Hathaway and Abels or whatever at center. They had that, what was his name, Sunderstrom, the guy that got in the San Jose with Ellis trade.
Yeah, the new guy.
Didn't seem to mind him yesterday. Seemed pretty decent. He was
Grunstrom,
not Sundstrom. Grunstrom.
It's a Strom.
Yeah, one of them too. They thought pretty highly of him. I think there's a core group of the lines that you need to just keep together. I understand you can't do that now with Forrester out, even though I guess he's projected to come back this week.
Oh, good.
From what I've heard, allegedly.
I really haven't. I haven't. After today, after the show, I'll go into some shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, what do you got? You can go into either. You can answer that question. I think Corey did it. Brandon Paul says, "What's up, fellas? What's going on, guy?" Yeah, your thoughts on the game against the loss against the Flames?
So that was a tough loss because we watched them. We see them come in. We see their record. It's a team that struggled early. Wolf, who had a great year last year, struggling early this year. And I don't know. I mean, in my head, I thought that was kind of like a layup win. I thought we were just going to take advantage of them. And then Wolf goes ahead and plays a great game. Like, the dude played a great arguably one of his best games of the season. He was on his head, faced some shots. And it's a tough loss. It's one of those ones. And I don't like the whole idea where people say, like, oh, they're playing down. I don't believe in that. I don't even think players really believe in that. I could be dead wrong, but I'd never see it like that. But yeah, that one felt weird. That was a win that was a game that I thought we should have won. Goaltending was good. That's going to happen.
Not enough shots for me.
Yeah, they got.
What was the shot? I can't, because of my technical difficulties. I don't have my thing pulled up. What was the shot totals in that game?
Flyers had 17 shots.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
21 to 18, 17, something like that.
18.
Yeah.
That you can't. You're not going to win games like that. I mean, and it was still a close game, right?
Yeah.
Only 1-1.
There's only 2 penalties as well, so it wasn't like the ongoing issues that we've been talking about in the past weeks. It was only Brink with hooking, and then it was a slashing minor by Tippett in the second. Brink was in the first, so there's no penalties. I thought that I don't think the officiating was too bad. They were letting them play. There was things that weren't being called, but it was on both ends. So like it's okay. I'm all right with that.
That slashing needed to be called because you broke the guy's stick.
Yeah.
You lumberjack on somebody's stick and you break it, and you don't call it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I would hate to see what the retaliated call would be if you didn't call that on the other end. Like what they would do, like, listen, you didn't call that on the Flyers, so we just chopped this guy's fucking head off. You're not calling that.
When we get to tomorrow's game, I'll give you a good retaliation that should have been called, but we'll get there when we get there. Just remind me.
Okay.
I'll forget.
So then Thursday, was it Thursday? We had Flyers win over the Canadians 5-4 in a shootout. And so this was the beginning of this was I don't know how to really describe it, but this was a very chippy game. I loved how they played. It does show that the Canadians are not to be trifled with.
Nope.
They're good. Like, they're real good. And they got 2 really good goalies. That Doge guy and Montembeault, not to be fucked with. Like, they are top tier. I didn't see Cole Caulfield score, which was great. Don't ever want to see him score. He looks like a human Pez dispenser.
Good Lord.
I just don't like him. Like, his head opens up like the Canadians from South Park. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Colin Recchi chimes in and says, Corey retaliation, ? No, didn't see that coming. Yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, so we got, let's see, Bobby Brink gets his 4th of the season at a minute and 56 seconds into the game, assisted by Cam York and Travis Sanheim. Then 7 minutes and 7 seconds in, Cam York gets his first on a power play goal, assisted by Zegras and Konechny. And Brink gets his 2nd of the game, 5th of the season, on another power play goal, assisted by Cates and Zegras, which puts him on. And we always say it whenever they put up hat trick alert, it just never happens. So
just stop.
We've talked about that numerous times in the past. And then in the second period, the Habs just go on a tear. They get 4 goals in the second period. And then we come back with Grabenkin getting his first as an NHL player, assisted by Drysdale and Konechny. And then we go into a shootout. Zegras comes in and absolutely undresses Montembeault. And then no one else scores. Demidov misses, Michkov misses, Caulfield misses, and Suzuki misses, and we win the game. So penalty-wise, we will get into it when we get into dust up, because there was a scuff. But yeah, so Sealer's in there. 1 penalty for Sealer, then Sanheim, then Couturier, then Hathaway, then Brink, and Delorier. But the reason that was happening was, well, I might as well just go first since I'm already in there. Yeah, these guys were beating the shit out of each other. So I mean, it was
Best way to put it.
It was a great game. I don't have too much to say about it, because that's how I want. That's how I want to go. I want them to be playing hard like this. Delorier does get in a fight. There's scrums. There's all kinds of shit going on. I'm always looking for another rivalry. I just think that we should just hate everybody. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this. It also does show off Zegras so much more. Again, I'm gonna say it every episode. He's the best shootout player of all time, and that's actually documented stats. So go to Armin. Talk to you about the Habs game here.
They battled. It was a win. It was an ugly win. And I don't like that. I don't like, you go up 3 goals, you give up a 3-goal lead. The one Demidov goal, he was wide open backdoor and buried it. It's like, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like the last girl at the bar at 1:59, right? I mean, I'll take it, but it's not really what I wanted, right? I'll take the win, but this isn't how I wanted to win, right? That's the best way. I was telling somebody earlier, like, that's the only way I could describe it. Like, I'll take it, but I don't really, it's not my first choice. To give up 3 goals like that, I don't know. You gotta play better. You gotta play smarter with the puck. You gotta be in position. You had them by the throat, and then you kind of let them come back into it. And the refs were calling that tight. They were calling a tight game, which call me a conspiracy theorist. I'll say it's because of the betting lines, right? I'll say it's because of the way people bet. They got to let them come back. I also believe they put hat trick alert on the screen because they want you to run the DraftKings and they want you to put on a hat trick. They want you to put a bet on a hat trick, right? Like I in my head, that's what I
makes sense.
Right. But yeah, I didn't like the win. We did come out of it. Montebo has been struggling early, right? And I thought it was an opportunity when we went up 3. I thought it was like, okay, cool. We're taking advantage of this. We're taking advantage of a goaltender that's been struggling. To let him come back, let the Habs come back just didn't feel good. Gabrinkin got his first of the season to tie it up, correct? That was good to see. And then the shootouts. I love that we're like a cheat code. Zegras is like a shootout cheat code. I hate giving up a point. I hate giving the other team a point. You're right, because if you're not in orange and black, if you're not a Flyer, I don't like it. I don't care. I don't like it. And I don't believe it. I just don't like giving teams a free point. It's just not. I don't like that. But I'll take it. Again, I don't like it.
I will say this on top of that. Get this out of your system now about winning with in the shootout. After this month, you can't do that. You got to win in regulation.
Right.
And I really do think so. I do think the team's playing better, but you really got to win in regulation now because giving up. And I will say before we toss over to Corey, almost every single goal that we had during that game, the early goals. I'm not trying to shit on everyone's parade here, but they were all power play goals. They're not scoring 5-on-5. So that's something that's got to happen because everybody else is doing it. And when you do your little West Coast trip here, and when you start going up to Canada, those teams are not going to play that game. When you play Dallas, not going to fly. They're going to light us up, and you gotta score in regulation. You can't rely on power play.
Two things about that though. I am happy you brought that up because the power play looks like it's taking a step forward and finally starting to produce a little bit. We've had troubles with that in the past. So the fact that they're producing is good. And I forgot to bring up the fact that D'Lo beat that ever-loving dog shit out of Jack.
Get into that, don't you? You think I don't have that?
I had to. That was.
I don't know, man. There's people saying that them Habs fans up there are like, oh, he didn't get hit. Like, what? What? Fucking buckled twice. What are you talking about? Anyway, toss it up to you, Core.
2 of the 3 goals in the first period were power play.
Yep.
Of the Flyers' goals were power play. Brink and York's goals were power play. Brink's first goal, what was that, like a minute and something? Minute 56 in. That was a beauty. From the hash marks on the backhand deflection, that's nice, man. I love seeing that. On our negative end is our PK going into this game was first. Our penalty kill was first. Then you had Suzuki and Demidov score 2 power play goals in the second period.
Yep.
That dropped not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. It dropped us to 8th with those 2 goals. And that happens. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Like Jesse said, you can't rely on the 5-on-4s and stuff going against Dallas, which I think we have Dallas this week, correct?
We do, Saturday.
Okay. I thought it was Friday or Saturday. Doesn't really matter. But you can't rely on 5-on-5 on 5-on-4. You can't rely on the power play. No team will survive just living off of that because it doesn't happen.
Well, imagine if they just don't. So imagine, and this is my point. It sounds crazy. It sounds pretty what am I gonna say? The common sense, in layman's terms. What if they just don't get penalties, and you're not scoring in 5-on-5? Well, what are you gonna do if you're relying on power play goals, which they are? That's what they're doing right now.
This game. Let me see. There was 2 calls that were just absolutely ugly. Like, no reason they should have ever been called. What? Oh, come on, man. Don't mess with me. I'm dumb enough.
I'm leaving it like that.
Jesus. Hey, don't do that. My eyes are squirrely as it is.
They give me new toys to play with. I don't mess with them, yeah.
Give me toys to play with. Do it tomorrow. Sealer got called for that interference call in the first period.
Yeah, it's trash.
Dude, garbage. Good garbage.
I think that's what's making me appreciate Boucher so much more like this season, because he's just like, I don't know what that was. I didn't see that there. Love him.
Sealer had his back to the player, and I think it was Suzuki just like ran into him on purpose and flopped like a fish on the deck. You know, why? I understand you're trying to draw the penalty, but that's not how you do that. It was, and then for the ref, but it wasn't even the ref that was down low that called it. It was the one from up top at center ice, threw his arm up right away, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Right. Yeah. But they were calling it tight, like Armin said. I mean, they were calling everything, and if you're going to call everything, stay with the consistency from the puck drop of the first period till you drop that puck to the last player in the shootout. I get it. Yeah, I don't like that whole let's keep it even shit. I don't like that. If someone's getting blown out consistently, like, you lost.
If you're going to call the right stuff, if you're going to call penalties, make sure you're calling consistent penalties. Don't sit there and go, you know what, my arm's tired because I've called 18 penalties already. No, call the legit calls. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anything else on the Habs? All right, you good?
Was that the slowest shootout goal in history by Zegras?
Yeah, they better watch that, because people are starting to complain about that. That's starting to be a thing. Like,
pucks moving forward, feet stay moving. It's totally legal.
Right.
Yeah.
The Toronto Maple Leafs fans can go shit on their jerseys. I don't care what anybody says. It's totally legitimate.
Because it was Brink first, and then now it's Zegras with his thing. But the problem with that is, I mean, they're not going to do anything. I'm just saying, like, you know, I wouldn't be shocked if they threw some new rule in there. But
why? Because Zegras is the best in NHL history in shootouts.
And now he's on the Flyers. Yeah.
And now you're gonna try and handicap him. If he was out in Anaheim, you think anybody care?
Right.
No.
My conspiracy theory, Armin.
I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I think it's pretty.
The fix is out.
Yeah. Anything else on the Habs? Move on to the Preds.
Nah.
I will say that the tagline for when we won this game, because we did win 3-1, was the Flyers get some predators off the streets.
That was big time.
That's pretty funny. Because I don't know if you know, Saturday Night Live was making fun of the Predators as well.
I was gonna say, did you get that off of Reddit?
Yeah. Anthony, who?
Hi-yo.
That's out there making it slow. Anyway. Yeah, so the Flyers win 3-1 against the Predators. The Mitchkov finally getting the old monkey off his back, getting his second of the season, assisted by York and Couturier. Then Cates gets his fourth, assisted by Drysdale and TK, and then TK gets hit an empty netter, assisted by York and Dvorak. Let's see. Yeah, this was a chippy game too. I mean, these two games were real. You know, I think I think it was Marsh or so. He was running around trying to be a weirdo. I think even everybody was getting roughing penalties at one point. Tippett got a hooking in the second. Hathaway got roughing in the second. Sanheim got roughing in the second. Juleson got a minor. A minor for sticking in the third. Hathaway got another roughing in the third. So it was a wild one. But yeah, we got Corey. What do you got for this bad boy? Yeah, you got past this one or no?
No, I actually watched this game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just had to catch up on the Canadians game. Sorry, Nick Hague, you're a freaking bum.
He is a big man.
He is a very large man, but that man is a crumb bum, and I don't care.
Oh, what's this?
I don't like him. I don't like him. Think you're cool. You're not. You're a turd. Ryan O'Reilly, you're not the same either anymore. I'll give you that one. No, this was a good game. I like the edginess of everything. Like I said, Mitchkov got that one shootout goal a couple weeks ago. Now he's popping up on the scoreboard more and more often.
Oh,
Everybody said he was fat and out of shape and his ankle and this and that and the other. Yeah.
Still think he's fat and out of shape, but okay.
Well, so is Phil Kessel, but he still put up points.
Point, exactly. Real quick before
the Hamburglar.
You do have to. I did forget to do this at the beginning of the episode. The Flyers are deeply saddened to hear the loss of Mel Bridgman.
Mel Bridgman.
He was the first and only drafted first overall by the club in 1975. Passed away. Want to let that be know. I had it in here. I totally forgot. Thank you, Instagram. I'll continue. Sorry.
As I said to previously, this was a D'Lo game as well. D'Lo played. York played very well in this game too. I know as much as we harped on him earlier in the year, he played very well in this game.
This was the game, by the way, that I was talking about.
Yeah. This was a Vladar win. I'll just keep saying that much.
Yeah, I mean it's you gotta love Vladar though. So, Armin, what do you got?
This was a slow start. That first period, they looked a little off. It looked a little rough. And Predators go up early. It was a good game after that, in my opinion. It was chippy. It was a physical game. Love to see Meach putting pucks in the net. Because the kid has had a slow start to the year, but one, he's young, and two, that's our future, right? So you want to kind of see him start to do better. I'm happy you brought up York. At the end of last season, when we were all done, one of our last shows, I remember saying, like, this is going to have to be a show me year for Cam York. And as of recently, I think the kid has really stepped up a lot. Looking good. I see him taking shots, jumping into the play a little bit. It was a good win. It was a good way to get 2 points on the road, and I'm happy. It was a good win, solid win.
Yeah, I do have a segment earlier or later about some of the improvement that's been going on with some of the players and a little unspoken heroes as well. And a couple people, like I will get into it later, but I just want to say a couple of the people that we really didn't think were gonna. Or maybe even like who is that guy at the beginning of the season, are really stepping up their game. And it's a lot of what Alley Talk is going to be about. But, this was the game I was talking to Corey about earlier. I do remember putting into the group chat at some point. Delorier and I have to throw Hathaway in there too. And Sealer, they had really good games. I don't know if Delorier played this game. That's why I'm getting confused. I don't know which one. But those...
The Predators?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Sealer and Delorier they're playing. Like they're playing. And I don't care what anybody says, I usually don't. I like Delorier's play during this game. I think if he's gonna keep playing like this, you can slot him in. I don't have a problem with it. He's bombing people, and we'll get into when we get into dust up the fight that he had. And Hathaway, I have to give my guy some credit here. I love when they go after the superstars. He went after what his name? Stamkos. 100% lit Stamkos up and then took about 19 punches to the face to draw the penalty. Took it. He was giving it back too. I know everybody knows I'm a huge Hathaway fan, but like, I don't know how you can't be. It's impossible. The dude's an absolute leader. Sealer's an absolute leader. I would like to see him throw down a little bit this year, which is kind of making me a little concerned about it. Why he's not doing it. But and Delorier, I love, and this isn't beauty of the week, but like just you're getting a lot of really good play from the guys that people have been complaining about for the past the whole preseason and what we're doing here with Delorier. Blah, blah, blah. Well, and he may have heard you because he's starting to play. We get a comment. I don't know what that is. Some kind of nothing. I'm not putting that up. But yeah, so we win 3-1 in there. And then the last game of the week is against the Senators, and we lost 3-2 in was that overtime?
Yesterday?
I thought that was an overtime win. No.
Yesterday was OT, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not telling me that right now. But yeah, it's because what's his name scored?
3-2.
Yeah, Stutzel. I literally said it yesterday to I had Gritty Frank and the host of what have you done lately, Ray, over yesterday, and literally said if Stutzel gets this puck in overtime, it's over, and then boom, he's a flyer killer. But
Toast
yeah,
Turtle boy.
he was actually the one that opened up the scoring for the Senators in the first. Not going to get into that, but then Michkov gets his third of the season, assisted by Konechny and Dvorak in the second. And Drysdale gets his second, assisted by Dvorak and Zegras. And then, like I said, we go to overtime and Stützle ends it. So, yeah, we'll go to Armin here. What do you got for this game against the Senators?
So this was if the Predators game was a slow start, this start was weird. The first period, the Flyers looked like a team that they just didn't look cohesive. There was no gel, there was no mesh, there was no jam. They looked off. Something
It
was
looked long over.
Yeah, like severely off. And I was watching like, dude, what team is this? This doesn't even, they just looked weird. Go down 2-0, and they're able to battle back. Great. Michkov battle along the boards, come up with the puck, drive the net and snipe. Like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, that was great. He had dude on his back, bumped him, come off the board. That's huge, man. Like, that's the type of, put your hard hat on, get to work type hockey we fucking need. That's big time. And then you go to OT, right? And like Zegras, I've been singing his praises now for a few shows in a row, and I still will. My problem with him is, bro, you put your hand up like you want the change, but don't hustle to the bench. So now you got to make the decision and stay out there because the puck's coming the other way. Now you're off. It's a 2-on-1, and they bury it for the win. Like, I don't know that to the point where, like, as soon as they won, I threw the remote to Corinne. I said, turn this off. Put whatever the fuck you want on. I can't watch the post game. That just pissed me off. Gotta hustle to the bench, man. Like, if you need to change, hustle to the bench. Get there. Get the change. You can't do that. Drysdale, though, stepping up. We were breaking his balls a couple weeks ago. I put it in the group chat. I forget, but I think it's 4 points in 3 games.
Yeah, I got it. I got it down in Alley Talk.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm really happy he's stepping up. It was a really good showing from him. I know everybody might not agree with that, but I think he had a decent game. But yeah, I don't know. That was it. That game was there. It was there for us. They had 3 shots in the third period. What was it? Ottawa had 3 shots in the third period. You had them. You had momentum on your side. You had old Mo on your side.
Had 1 shot in the third period.
Who? Ottawa?
We had 8.
Yeah. We had 8 shots in the third.
Yeah, they had 1.
Yeah, like, bro, you had momentum. You take it to overtime and you lose because you don't fucking hustle to the bench, bro. Like, I don't know. It's another one of those, like, I don't know. And you get, I guess I hear everybody, oh, we got the point. I don't like that.
Me either.
The 2 points were there for us. It was right there. All you had to do was just, I don't know, play smart with it. That's just, I don't know. That's like fundamental shit that bothers me. That's the shit that bothers me. Because you could play a great game. You could play a great third period and then just one fuck up. And there it is. There it goes, But that's what I got from that game.
If you take it all the way to the Zegras thing in overtime, you also you're passing the fact that Urson was in that.
I get that.
The doors in there.
I get that, right? And I bring this up all the time, and I get that. You guys are right. Like, the dude isn't like the greatest goalie. Definitely, yeah, he's our backup. But you gotta give him a chance. It's a 2-on-1 in overtime, right? You gotta give the guy a shot. Like, he shouldn't have to see the 2-on-1. Now he should come up with a save. He should come up and make clutch saves, right?
I'm saying they may not have gone to overtime.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's and it's just my issue, and I'm not trying to cut anybody off before we go to Corey. Is you really have to figure out what game. So you know who you got here in goal. Okay. It's very clear that Vladar is the starter and that Urson is the backup. Just fucking announce it first off. It's just that's what it is. I don't care. We're not hurting anybody's fucking feelings. We're professionals here. Second off, you really got to understand who you're playing. Why would you play Urson against Ottawa? I think Ottawa, to a certain extent, Ottawa and the Canadians are right where we are development wise. I don't want to lose to them. I don't want to test our development either. I want our best guys in there. You want Urson to play him against Buffalo, dude. Play him against the bad teams. He's the backup. That's what he's for. You don't waste your starter on bad teams. I'm not having Urson play against Ottawa. I'm not having him play against teams that could steal this shit. And I think this is the reason why this went the way it did. But anything else, Armin? Sorry.
No, that's it.
Corey, what you got?
We're still back to shots and everything. Ottawa had 1 or 2 shots in the third period. 13 shots for the total game. 13 shots for the total game. I'm going to slightly backtrack. That Canadiens game was the first game all year where the Flyers have had 30 or more shots.
Yeah.
That was the first game all season.
Now, are you attaching this to the complaint that all of Tocchet's teams don't go over 24 shots average a game?
No, I hate that statistic, and I really could care 2 shits less.
I agree with you. Okay.
Armin was talking about, Stützle being backdoor. Defense was out of position on that first goal.
Yes, they were.
Defense was drastically out of position on the second goal. The Stützle goal, look, man, you could throw Dominic Hasek or Bernie Parent in there. God rest his soul. That backdoor, man, is just he can't out of position. And the two goals that they scored in the first period was one defenseman's coverage, and he blew the assignment both times. Drysdale blew it terribly, horribly bad. No position playing backdoor. You had Sealer playing on the other side, covering. Dude, if you got nobody in the slot, you take the far side.
Yeah.
Didn't that flip too? It was I do, and I hate to say it, and this is why I think I kind of am right about this. That Sealer was one of the guys out of position during one of the goals as well, and that fucking hurt my heart.
Well, Sealer was not at Sealer did his coverage on the first 2 goals just fine. He tied his man up in front like he was supposed to. Drysdale was out of position for the first 2 goals. No coverage. I mean, that dude couldn't cover a blanket on a bed.
Yeah.
He did nothing. He stood there like he was,
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
Stood there like Hunter Brody at the DMV.
Yeah, you can't leave Stützle. He's a great shooter in the NHL. He's an elite shooter. You can't give him that shot wide open. Just don't do that.
I think my other point for this game is I think it's going to go into like Allie talking like Jesse was saying about the unsung heroes. So I'll kind of hold that one. But we were talking about I remembered this. We were talking about retaliations.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't remind you.
I just remembered it. I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm Noah Juleson, I'm standing up and I'm ripping Cousins' head off and I'm slap shotting it down Broad Street. That was straight in the numbers. The refs didn't have the balls to make the call for a 5 in a game for a check from behind. Not to mention it was in the dividers between the two benches where there's no glass.
Yep.
Right.
If I'm Juleson and I'm able to stand up, I'm ripping his head off and I'm putting it down Broad Street. I don't care.
I've never seen him be emotional, and that was pure fucking anger. And I was like,
it was awesome.
This guy, hello there. How we doing?
It was awesome. I'll take that version of Noah Juleson every game over Rasmus Dahlin's pacifist playing style. Yep, went there.
Okay.
Wow.
I like it. Yeah, it's gonna go in there.
Oh, you're so dominant.
All right, let's move on to the games that are going to happen because it's going to get a little dicey here, and it's brought to you by SeatGeek. All right, upcoming games brought to you by SeatGeek. Use the app, go to the website, do whatever, however you want to do it. Use promo code Old City Sports Network, all one word, for $20 off your first game. Get a couple emails, uninstall and reinstall that bad boy, and hook yourself up. So we do have a dicey one here on Wednesday. Let me check it. Is this gonna piss me off? No, it's on. Okay. It's against the Oilers. Oilers are 6-4, 7th in the Pacific. Flyers now sit at 8-5-2 and 4th in the Metro, which, mind you, I know Ray's watching right now from our new guy over. What have you done lately? He had a really nice reel that was saying he doesn't understand why all of the Philadelphia Flyers fans and the fan base are bitching because the Flyers are in 4th place in the Metro. Do agree with him. Just want to throw that out there. Go check him out anywhere you see Old City Sports on Twitter, on Instagram, or Facebook. You will see Ray popping up. He's got some good topics. He's got some cool stuff coming out. But yeah, a little thing in there. Here, Flyers are 4th in the Metro. Everybody shut the fuck up. So we got the Edmonton Oilers on Wednesday. Skinner is expected to be in. So is Vladar. And this is my point. You got to play Vladar against in these games. But at the same time, the Oilers are they're 7th in the Pacific. So on an injury wise, they got a lot of not really a lot of injuries. They got Kapanen's out on IR, Janmark's out, he's on IR, and then Hyman's out, he's on IR. And I think I remember Corey saying that did someone say Forrester's coming back this week?
Allegedly.
So that's midweek. So if he's gonna come back, he's definitely gonna. It's a Wednesday game, so there's a good chance that if he's gonna come back, it's gonna be that game. But anyway, thoughts. We don't really have to give thoughts on the game. Just it's happening. If you guys want to have anything to say about the Flyers against the Oilers,
I'll tell you. I think we could absolutely get a win here. I think Stuart Skinner is a AHL goalie at best.
I think we're at home too, by the way.
Yeah, and we're playing at the crib. I think Stuart Skinner is hot garbage.
Cal, by the way, Pickard is their backup.
Calvin Pickard,
Yeah, our old carousel goalie. Continue, sorry.
Yeah, listen, they got elite forwards. It's no secret. Like, they have an ability to put the puck in the net, no question. I think if defense shows up, and I think if goaltending can stand tall, I think he can absolutely get a win. It's not one of them teams that I'm super scared of just because of their lack of goaltending. They need to score 3-4 goals to win a game because Stuart Skinner couldn't stop a beach ball, and they took an absolute ass whooping yesterday against the Avs.
They are our previous matchup with them was on February 22nd. It's 2025. We won 6-3. So I think you're onto something there, buddy. Corey, what do you got?
Everybody says, with the McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, got absolutely smacked last night.
Yep.
The Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, McDavid. I'm just gonna run this little tidbit for you. Nugent Hopkins has 26 points. Dude, you're a minus 11.
Oh,
I know we don't focus on plus minuses too much.
yeah.
Right.
Dude, you're a minus 11 with 26 points.
That's bad.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, Draisaitl's got 18 points, and he's only a +1. Like, I mean, it's just, to me, I don't see too much. Like, Darnell Nurse really ain't done much. Matthias Ekholm, Bouchard's got 10 points.
That's Bouchard.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say Calvin Pickard plays this game.
Stuart Skinner is expected.
Yeah,
it could change though. Joseph Orchovsky losing an OT sucks, but 2-0 and 1 week, I'll take it. Absolutely, you got wins. You got to take it. Yep. Also, to add on to the stats about this game, which actually continues on what Armin was saying, Stuart Skinner is coming into this game with an 8.89 save percentage. Vladar,
4.3.
yeah, Vladar's expected. He's got a 9.17. So I mean, again, this is the same story that comes with the Oilers. If you get past their offense or you stun McDavid, all you have to do is hit him. You can have Hathaway do some shit like that. Draisaitl, same story. Nugent Hopkins, same story. Their defense is trash. It is absolute garbage. It has been for so long. And their goalie tandem is absolute garbage. So, yeah, this is an absolute winnable game, and it's a big thing. People that just ride the coattails of the big name of McDavid and all that. I got guys from work who are actually Oilers fans that are going to that game. I would be prepared to be upset. I mean, but they could turn it on. They could do it, but I mean, it's I don't know. It's being exposed. They're being exposed at this point. Dan Linsky chimes in, says Mick Crybaby got his money. He doesn't care. Hope they keep playing like this. Mick Jerkoff will want a trade. I love it.
Yeah.
Bringing that shit. I love that.
Take your money and run, dude. But you're never going to win a cup there. Obviously that's proved it.
Yeah, and not only that, like I'm sorry. So like Edmonton as an organization should be ashamed of themselves. They built this crazy roster, like this elite roster that the league, looks at in a certain light, with arguably one of the greatest players from my generation.
Guys battling.
And they hang their hat on Stuart Skinner. And he showed you year after year after year that he is incapable of being an elite goaltender. You should be ashamed of yourself that they just continue to ride with him.
They have no options.
Yeah, I know. Put the Zamboni driver in. Do fucking anything.
David Ayers.
The fucking mascot. Throw a set of pads on him. Anything. Stuart Skinner is garbage. And I'm stupid too, because year after year I'm thinking, no, this will be the year. And I pick him up on fantasy and I drop him week 3 because he sucks. He sucks.
If he's bad in your fantasy in our league, dude, like you got a fucking problem. Like,
yeah.
Who did you pick up?
I took him. I forget. I'm in like 3 different leagues. I know I took him in one league, and I'm like, why did I do this to myself again? And I dropped him. I'll pick up fucking anybody.
If you're in our league, you could drop him and get like an AHL goalie and still get more points. We got some beef going on here in the comments. Joseph Horchovsky says, Dan Linsky, since when is loyalty to the team that you drafted make you a bad person? Laugh out loud. Dan Linsky comes back with a right hook with the forward words. Watch that. Don't play defense. Laugh out loud. And defense is too old. Yeah, actually, their average age is I think it's on there 28.
Their defense is kind of getting up there in age. And Matthias Ekholm doesn't help that at 36 years old.
Nah.
You also have the absolute plug of Darnell Nurse, Donovan McNabb's nephew. Mind you, if you didn't know that. Well,
mind you, $10.25 million all the way to 2031.
He's absolute trash.
That's painful.
Dan, no, don't apologize. Keep it going. I don't care. You guys can
apologize for nobody.
You guys are making good, solid points. We'll move on from that, though. Okay, we could say it's going to be an interesting one. This is going to be a really interesting one. because it's we got a bunch of teams this week that are kind of like basement dwellers. We got the Blues on the 14th, and they're coming in as of right now 5-8-3, 8th in the Central. Binnington and obviously Binnington and Vladar are expected. The only injuries that they have coming in are Jake Neighbors with a leg injury on IR, and this is in St. Louis, so it's going back and forth between the little homestand here, back and forth. I will say I will keep people updated with the where you can watch this. It is on NBC Sports Philadelphia Plus. Now they've made a new thing here. There's NBC Sports Philadelphia, and then there's NBC Sports Philadelphia Plus. So usually if the Flyers and the Sixers are on, one will be on one channel, one will be on the other channel. So don't get confused by that. I'll keep you guys going. And Dan Linsky says that the clown that said that to me, I want to tell him I don't play fantasy hockey. Okay. I don't know. Who's that? No, wait. Is that me? Is talking to me? I don't know. Fine. Dan's in and out. Dan's cool. I'm on everything. But yeah, we're playing the Blues. I'll always love playing Binnington. I can almost guarantee that Hathaway is going to get under his skin. He does it every game. I love it. Binnington's an absolute loose cannon. Tried to steal Ovi's puck the other day.
Put it in his pants.
It's crazy.
Ref's like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
He shoved it right down his pants. I was going to give it back to him.
Who's
Like,
going to get that? Come on.
I ain't going digging.
No. Have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is gonna. I don't know if you guys got anything for this. I mean, Binnington's coming into the game with a 859 save percentage. They're not doing too hot. So last time the previous matchup was November 30th, 2024. 3-2 we won. So take that to the bank with you. I don't know what you want to do with that, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a win. We played pretty good against them. Corey, what do you got?
Tyler Tucker, you need to keep your mouth shut.
Who fucks that?
Exactly my point.
Okay.
He is their defenseman who is their goon.
Oh,
26
God.
years old.
You're going to learn today, son.
You're going to learn the hard way.
Yeah, Bennett did take the $100 puck. Greg Montour says I would have kept it too. He said none of you guys the clown I was talking about. All right, it's all good. Yeah, keep it going. Keep it chibby.
I've been called worse. I'm good.
Hey, he wasn't talking to us, so it's
Yeah, still, even if he was. But yeah, Tucker, you got to stop, dude. Because he was talking about, with the way play is going these days, it's the younger generation needs to take over. I was reading an article about it.
Oh, he's got insane stuff.
I'm going to tell you right now, D'Lo will kill you. Sealer will kill you. Hathaway will kill you.
Pretty frank.
The way Noah Juulsen's playing anymore, I think he's going to decapitate you. You want to talk younger generation? Go up against Arbor Chickie. Go up against Matthew Olivia. Go up against Revo and see how you do. I guarantee you get destroyed by him too, even though he's on the IR.
Taking a ride.
What's funny is everybody was talking about the Reeves-Rempe fight. They're both on the IR after that fight.
Reeves gave it to him. Sorry.
I understand, but both of them went on the IR after that game.
I'm good with it.
I don't care. Both a bunch of losers, crayon-eating jackasses.
I used to be a big fan of Reeves, but I don't believe in the swinging around shit. Like, I like how Olivier fights. He just chucks them because he knows what he's. I was literally just talking about him yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you not done? Okay, good.
I hope Bennington. I hope Bennington gets peppered for like 7 goals and loses his lid and just absolutely does the old Ron Hextall and just right over the top of the crossbar like he's notorious for doing.
Yeah, they're gonna get under his skin, dude. They're gonna be all over him because I mean it's well documented and well known that he's unhinged. Like, dude,
a spaz.
When Berube comes out and is like, dude, you just play hockey and shut the fuck up. Like, you got a problem. Like,
that's right, Chief was there, yeah.
Yeah, so just shut the fuck up and play. But
I feel bad for Schenner still being there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always liked him.
Bring him back. He was literally one of my. He's on my all-time top 10 Flyers of all time. I was such a big fan of him. And Luke too. liked Luke too, but different ways. Armin, what do you got for the Blues? I think this is our Thursday night game, then we got a Saturday, and then we're done.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good game. I think this one's going to be surprising. I just have that feeling. I think there's a lot of respect between the two organizations, right? Ever since that whole thing when, like, the year the Blues won the Cup and they went out to the bar in Philly and they heard Gloria, and then that became their goal song. And, like, I feel like there's like a, not that I don't fucking hate them, because I hate everybody, but there is a mutual respect there, right? And it's a team that I think has the ability to pull one out every now and again. I've been always, since for a while now, I've been a fan of Colton Parayko. I think he's good. I think he's a solid defenseman. Yeah, I think it'll be a good game, but I think that's a win.
Okay. Yeah, I think we win. I'm not going to go deep into it, but yeah, I agree with both of you. Do definitely. I would definitely take Shem back. Just saying. Yeah, move on to the Saturday game, and that's going to be against the Devils in Philly, and they are first in the Metro at 11-4-0 as of right now. They do have Dougie Hamilton is out with a lower body. Who's this? Is that Connor Brown is out with a lower body. Let's see. My boy, Big Mac is on IR with an upper body. Brent Pesce is out with IR upper body. Dadnoff is on IR long term with a hand. McLaughlin is out on IR undisclosed. And I'm going to try Kovacevic, whatever. Defense, he's out with knee IR long term. And like I said, it's literally Tyson Forrester who is projected to come back on Wednesday. And the old Ristolainen. I will say one thing. It is really nice to not see Ryan Ellis on IR on these things anymore. So nice. What's this? What do you want?
You jumped a week ahead. We played Dallas Saturday, not the Devils.
Oh, do we? Oh, we do. Right. Anyway, well, preview.
Sorry.
Oh, no, thanks. Anyway, so we play the Stars. 8-4-3, second in the Central. Urson's expected, coming in with an 864 save percentage. Yay. Ottinger's at an 893, not too much better. And their injuries are as Duchesne's out, upper body. Lundqvist is out with a lower body. Jamie Benn just doesn't exist anymore. Let's see. Last time we played, this will be in Texas. It will be broadcasted on NBC Sports Philadelphia, and the Dallas Stars beat us 3-2 in March 22nd, 2025. Armin, go to you. Gets Dallas.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Dallas is a great team, great goaltending core, well coached, solid forwards. Mikko Rantanen's a fucking animal. That's going to be a tough game. Overall for the week, though, I think it's a 4 out of 6 points week.
I'm with it.
And, jot that down.
We're jot that down. I think I need a guy over here while we're doing this, but yeah, jot that the fuck down.
Yeah, write this the fuck down.
We talked about
I'll get Willow down here with crayons.
There you go. Well, that stops me because I was going to say I'm thinking about bringing Gritty Frank back, just get him to do something. But
it's like Deadpool, right? Or not Deadpool. Van Wilder. Write that down.
Yeah, write that down. Yeah.
Corey, what do you got? Dallas.
I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a rough one. I'm telling you, I want to put D'Lo in this lineup because they have that Alexander Petrovic.
What the hell's that?
Oh yeah, he's a big fella throwing some hands down in Dallas. He's like 6'4", like 235. He's a big fella. I want to see D'Lo throw with him. He is 6'5", 225. Sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah. Big old defenseman.
Our boy G over here says realistic expectations over the next 10 to 15 games. Jesus, that's a pretty long span. There's going to be some wins and there's going to be some losses.
One game
There's
at
some
a time.
shootouts, unfortunately.
That's a lot of games, but
One game at a time.
I mean, you could really comment on just to get that comment out of the way. Yeah, I think they're playing good. I don't think you're going to
Next
lose
10 to 15 games, I
much
want 3 games over 500.
I do think I do.
That was a fair assessment.
I like that.
I did. I had a goal last year when I said I wanted a 500 team.
It happened.
We finished what, 1 or 2 games below 500.
Mhm.
I said this year I wanted 9 games over 500.
I think you could stay with that. I don't think you have to say 3. Like I think you're good with that. That's a good assessment.
Yeah,
they're playing good, dude. You can't. The problem is they're playing good, but everyone's picking apart every little thing that they do wrong, and no one's even talking about the good shit that they do. That's the problem. It's like being at work. Like everyone, you never hear about the good shit. You always hear about how bad you fuck up. I want to hear it. Everybody shut the fuck up. That's all.
You get 1 compliment to 55 negatives.
And then they forget about the compliment.
Yep.
Yeah, it's over.
Go shit in your hat. Nobody cares.
What that means? Oh, go get sorry. No.
The Dallas game is going to be tough. I think that will go. I think that will go to a shootout. I hate shootouts in the utmost passion. This one's over here laughing at me because every time it goes to a shootout, she goes, "Hey, going to a shootout." I hate shootouts. Go to 5-on-5 overtimes like in the playoffs and just go until somebody wins. I hate shootouts.
4-on-4. Then 3-on-3.
3-on-3, then 2-on-2, and then 1-on-1. Yeah, we get it, Chess.
And then shootout.
Oh, you're such a schmuck.
Well,
Get out of here.
Bring it down.
Yeah, the team will be dead by then.
Not my problem. You make millions of dollars. Shut up. Look at a trainer. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Alley Talk brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads.
Oh, shit.
Got it. Is that the last one? Creep.
Nah, there's a whole nother box.
Jesus. Sayonara. Alley Talks brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. Go to www.ironsteelthreads.com. Use promo code OldCity10 for 10% off site-wide, and a portion of the proceeds go to youth hockey. All right, we're going to get into it here. So about Big Meech back to scoring. So had a lot of, obviously everybody's been a little critical on the guy. And that's what they do. We literally just ended the last segment with, people need to stop being so critical. But he has literally really been not as productive as last year. But he's allowed to have a sophomore slump. I don't know if it's even at that point. Is he activated? What's he going to do? Go to Armin. Thoughts on Big Meech?
So I find myself being critical of players that I like.
Yeah.
So if I'm not talking about you, I probably don't give a fucking shit about you.
Wow.
So, and that's because I have high hopes for this kid, right? Like I see him as like the future, the future star in this organization, and I want to get him. I want him to get him to a point where he's producing on a nightly basis, and he's that player when you see him with the puck, everybody's like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
It's been a while since we had a player like that. So when you see him with a slow start like he has, and then to start to find his way and put the puck in the net, it really brings back that fire that I have for the kid. To watch that goal yesterday was huge for me. To see him battle along the boards, the reverse sit, then to drive the net, head up, and put the puck in the corners. Like that's what you want to see. That's the type of player that I know he can be. He showed flashes of that last season, and now we're kind of starting to see a little bit of that here. And that's, he's young, right? So he's going to take some time to develop that consistency game after game. But I'm starting to see it now, and it's good to see him because, catching fire like that and getting, consecutive goals, two goals in 2 games, like that has an effect on a player's mental. And when you feel good and you're playing with confidence, you make good plays and you look good. So it's good to see the kid progressing.
I think a lot of it has to do with just kind of how hot he did come in last season. I mean, the fan base, everybody wants them to get back to that scoring mentality. The annoying thing is, like I said, or like we were saying, he put on some weight in off season. It is what it is, dude. Who cares? Like like we say all the time, Phil Kessel, like he's got natural ability. He didn't care about any of that stuff. So, I mean, you obviously want him to get back to the scoring culture, but at the same time, like he's still doing like the right things. Like yesterday was a perfect example. If you haven't seen it, it's all over the Flyers, social media is him battling against the boards, really bumping the guy, going around him, scoring. So I mean, it's that doesn't someone that can't play or that's lost his step or whatever doesn't just do that out of nowhere. He's still the guy. Relax. Now Corey's back, so yeah, I agree with you.
And real quick, like it's important to note that the dude he did that to is Jake Sanderson, who's one of Ottawa's really, really good defenseman. He plays on the power play, plays on the penalty kill. Like he's a solid defenseman. So it wasn't like some bozo that they got, from the Haverford Hawks. Like this is, you know what I mean? Like he's bumping established good players. There's no disrespect to the Haverford Hawks. I'm just saying, right? It was Jake Sanderson. This little 20-year-old kid and this big body defenseman that he just shrugged off like he was a nobody. Right? It's huge. That's big.
Yeah, Core.
No, I was at Haverford Hawk, dude.
Oh, were you?
I'm just a bum. I'm quitting Flyers Alley. I'm gonna go join Broads Media. See ya.
There you go.
That'll be fun.
I'd rather quit hockey in life. Just everybody back off the kid. Let him play. Let him do what he's got to do. It's a broken record. We say the same thing every single week when everybody starts to chastise him about this and that, everything. Dude, let him go. He's 20 years old. He's gonna have his slumps. I don't think exactly it's a sophomore slump. I think it's just, maybe he is a little bit out of shape. I don't know. But dude, just let the kid play.
It's just being so critical on something so minuscule and then him coming in and literally ramming it up everybody's hoop and doing what he did yesterday. It just shows the ignorance of the fan base. And excuse me. They just laying off him. Yeah. I do think that they expect just playing devil's advocate. You kind of expect all of this stuff from him just because of the way that he came out of the gate last year, but it happens. Oh, you gonna trade him? I don't think so. Everybody be quiet.
That'll be the next one. Jesse Bell quoted as the Flyers saying trade Michkov.
No, I would jump on a train of maybe if he doesn't pick up his pace, maybe shop at TK a little bit. But I mean, he's got too much money, so I mean,
yeah,
he's
that's a big thing. Like supposedly with the Tippett trade rumors, dude, somebody's going to have to take that contract.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but Timmy Flyers guy says, "Hey guys, what are your thoughts on the Tippett?"
I did not, but that was ironic.
Trade rumors. Yeah, I mean, we did this last week, and this is where Russ Joy jumped on me on Twitter and all those fucking losers. I don't think he's going anywhere. And they're gonna grab onto something that's spicy and just it's for clicks and it's for views. But
grasping at straws.
We're gonna talk about Tippett here in a couple minutes, so we can get into that there. But next thing is York with 4 points in his last 3 games. He's another guy that at the beginning of the season, like Armin had said, from the extension from last season, this is definitely a prove it. Let's see what you got thing. What didn't go to arbitration, didn't they definitely negotiated with his contract. There were rumors that he was going to get traded. Then you bring in Zegras, and obviously when that happens, you realize that they solidified his contract. So, York's looking good for me. I mean, he needs to keep it up, though. It can't be just like, this is the little stint that he's doing, and then everything goes back to normal. But, he's a capable I guess I'm eating my words. He's a capable defenseman, and he's making an impact. So I'm good with his 4 points in the last 3 games. Armin, we got.
So I said it earlier. I'll just say it again. Like I was hating on Cam York last season, and then all the shit that happened between him and Torts and whatever the drama. Once kind of the dust settled, this was a show me something year. You had to show me that you were, ready to go and you were capable of being a solid defenseman because the team, that's one of the areas that the team really, was lacking in start this season. We were looking at defense, right? So to see him kind of stepping up and starting to produce and more importantly, take shots, taking chances, ripping pucks from the blue line, trying to get them down low, look for a rebound. Like that's all really big. You want to see that. And I think that comes from confidence, right? It's I think Taka's instilling some confidence in some guys and really coaching very well. I don't know. He said something.
Watch yourself there. That's a hot topic. That's a hot topic right now too.
Whatever. It could be hot. Yeah. I know that. He made a comment. I was just about to say he made a comment that he's comparing Cam York, saying he looks like Quinn Hughes, and I don't see that. I think that was crazy. That was a crazy thing to say.
Who said that? What was that?
Tocchet said he looks like in the style of his game, the way he's been playing, he shows, that he's kind of like Quinn Hughes. And now Quinn Hughes 1 goal, 8 assists on the year. If you didn't know that, now you do. So I wouldn't say that he's really setting the world on fire either. But I don't necessarily agree with that comment. But I will say that Cam York is definitely showing improvement. And
back up off of your phone a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. You can sit back there and talk. It's like crackling and all that. So you're good there. Sorry.
Yeah, it's cracking a little bit when you guys are talking. But yeah, I have shown improvement. You can't be mad at that. It's what we wanted to see. It's what we needed to see, and it's what we're saying. So.
All right, Timmy Flyers guy comes in and says, I have always supported Mitchkov since day one, or since, I guess, day one. He's just going through the motions, and I am not going to give up on him. Corey, did we go to you about York?
No, but Armin brought up what'd you say about Quinn Hughes, 1 goal and 8 assists. If you don't know, now you know.
Somebody called that Quinn Hughes. I'm just saying.
Is that what Armin said?
I did say that.
Okay. Cam York, 1 goal, 8 assists. If you don't know, now you know.
And if we're going to say that when Cam York skates, and we put him a video of Quinn Hughes skating on the blue line, let's take a look at both of those. You're going to tell me they look the same?
No.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And now Quinn Hughes has had seasons where he's putting up numbers, like big numbers, right? New York has never had that ever.
I think the most he's ever put up was 23 points. But my thing is okay, he's on a squirt here. He's got 4 points in the last 3 games. Does he go completely dry this whole week now? Because there seems to be the common trend that's going through here with some of these players. Like Coots came out like a house on fire too. Not a whole lot heard from him lately. Somebody I know we're going to cover later as well. Tippett came out banging, hitting posts left and right. This, that, and the other. Ain't done shit in the last 9 games.
We will
barely averaging 2 shots a game. So it's like we're going through these spells with these players and stuff where they're consistently, I'm going to produce up 4 points in 3 games, or just like Drysdale, 3 points in 3 games, whatever. We ain't going to hear from them for the next week now. You're either consistent, you're either staying good with these games and putting up points, and then you're consistently on the side of a milk carton. Ain't nobody heard a hell of high water from you. And that's what pisses me off the most is like, I don't expect you to put up a point a game. I expect you to be relevant every single game. I don't care, dude. I'm not looking for the 1.81 points per game for your career. Guys don't do that anymore, except for like the McDavid and a few other guys. But what I'm trying to say, though, is I want him to be playing at home in front of the net. I want him crisp breakout passes. Now, do I think $5.15 million for him is too much money? Absolutely. But I want him more consistent on what a defenseman is supposed to do. If he puts up the 4 points in 3 games, cool. But I want him doing what a defenseman is supposed to do. I want him staying and doing what he has to do.
Yeah,
I will agree to that as far as like I think this team has too many small offensive minded defensemen. There's too many of those. You can't always drop into the play. Like we need a true stay at home defenseman. Like on like a solid caliber level. Like there needs to be that. Like I fully agree with that.
Yeah, it's just like I said, the out of position stuff. I want good positioning. I want breakout passes being done. Like I said, I'm not expecting. Look, I don't want you going 9 games without a point, though. But I don't want you to stay on this pace because then you're not going to be focusing on something else. Oh, I could put up all these points. No, you can't. Your best career, you've put up 23 points in a season.
Right. And I couldn't agree more as far as like being consistently inconsistent from top to bottom on the roster. From top to bottom. Consistently inconsistent.
So the topic started with, being a little positive on York, and it flipped pretty quick.
I tried to keep it there.
I can't because as a defenseman, I see the things that are going on. There are good breakout passes that are happening. The positioning is good. Drysdale, I know we're on the York topic, but Drysdale 3 points in 3 games. But dude, you blew your coverage twice on those goals yesterday. Okay, so he scores a goal yesterday and has 3 points in 3 games. You blew your coverage. You blew your positioning. You did not cover in front. You did not cover back door. Your breakout passes yesterday were horrible. That's just me.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on to another positive topic. Would be is Juleson finding his groove? I've been liking what I've been seeing from him lately. The anger yesterday that's what I like. I mean, that was my thing about Ristolainen when he first started playing for the Flyers. The rage was there. Now it's just gone, or it was gone. We haven't seen him. He's gone now. But yeah, I'm kind of liking this. Is kind of what I was talking about earlier. The person I was talking about earlier, saying like, who is this guy? I think he's earned his spot on the roster so far. But I also think he's the type of guy that if he does mess up, like he's going to be the first one to sit. Corey, thoughts on Juleson?
I'm liking the play of the last 3 games. Basically, his play this week. I like his play this week. It was very productive. He was, he was knocking in the corners. His puck possession was good. His head was up. Other than the time that Cousins hit him from behind, which was, we all agree, that was dirtier than hell.
Yeah.
For a player who, like I said, the unsung hero, he was just. Yesterday was a telltale of that. Is this dude can play? He's not going to, like I said, he's not going to get you the point a game and stuff like that. But he's going to be making the tape-to-tape passes. He's going to be winning the battles in the corners. I don't exactly know. I could probably find out in front of me here. Dude, he was a first-round pick by the Canadians in 2015.
Oh wow.
A first-round pick. I mean, that's not something that, you know, that's not anything that's any, you know, but his biggest thing is I don't think he's really gotten a full fair shot. You know, even when he was with Tocchet in Vancouver, he was 54 games in 23-24. He was 35 games in 24-25. You know, maybe he was hurt, maybe he was scratched. I don't know. But I've liked what I've seen out of him. Obviously, the guy can, you know, show his aggression and everything. And he's not exactly a little dude either, so he could probably pull out a little bit of that Incredible Hulk. He's what, 6'2", 6'3", 200 plus? He's a big fella.
He's a big guy.
Let him start knocking somebody around, because, like I said, this week alone, I've seen what I've really liked what I've seen out of him. And, you know, everybody wants to, you know, talk about, I'm going to backtrack here just for a touch as well. You know, the unsung heroes, it's like everybody keeps knocking Dvorak. No, I like what I see out of Dvorak. I like what I see out of Juleson, which, by the way, Juleson's only signed 1 year and he's under $1 million.
Nice.
I'd take that all day long for a guy who's playing as well as he has been the last week.
All right, what do you got? Juleson. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They were yelling at me. So one thing I will say is, like, he's the player on the ice that he's not putting the puck in the net. He's not, but his play away from the puck is great. Looks great. Set up, the outlet passes are great, right? And there's not a whole lot bad you could say about him. And then he took the hit along the boards, and he got up and that fire that he had, the retaliation, which it should have been a whatever, you know, big call on that. But I see nothing wrong with the kid's play. I think he's a healthy addition to this to the roster. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong. I think he's been playing great. Like Corey said, just to piggyback on that. Like this week, he's played great.
I could say, you know, every time someone is playing good, you know, I can go look. He is not a guy you want to pick up on fantasy. Like, I can tell you that.
Nah, he's not putting. Yeah.
But yeah, we can move on. I'm a fan of him. Yeah, we'll see. Like Corey said, he's cheap, so yeah, it's something you gotta look forward to. But this is something bad. Here's a Tippett is MIA 1 point in the last 9 games, and that'll continue to add on to Timmy. Flyers guy asked, "Hey guys, what are your thoughts on the Tippett trade rumors?" So I mean, I haven't heard, I haven't seen anybody even say anything this week, besides the stint that I had on online with Russ Joy. They've gone away, and it's weird that now having this 1 point in 9 games thing, now nothing has been said. The rumors were so slim that it was linked to Buffalo, whether it was for Darlene or it was for, what was it? Who was that guy? He's just hurt all
Byram.
Oh, Byram. I don't think either one of them happened. So I'm not going to dive too much into that. I just haven't heard any rumors. But Tippett is MIA. Like I said, he's 1 point in 9 games. This is very Tippett-esque. This is what he does, and it's funny that if you do watch pre and post game, either whether it's Al Morgani saying it, or it's Boucher, or it's Scott Hartnell saying it, this is what he does, and this is something that needs to change. With him playing for the Flyers, like he's the person when he turns it on, he's an absolute. He changes the flow of the game. He crashes the net. He's a big body. He can check. That backhand is sick. We'll never stop talking about that. You know, but at the same time, it's like, why are you just picking and choosing when you decide you want to do that? So me personally, this is something very Torts-esque. I'd fucking bench him. and that's just how it is. If you don't perform, you don't play. So I don't know if Tockett's going to do that. I would probably say no, but me personally, I'm benching you. Sorry, sit down, or I'm putting him on a lower line. Something has to change here. So Arm will go to you. Your thoughts on this milk carton?
So I do agree with maybe bumping him down to a line, bump him down a line or two, right? I don't know about benching him. The one thing about Tippett is always dangerous is the guy's fast. Mm-hmm. The guy is fast, and at any moment, he could turn that on, zoom past you, and create the play. That part of his game is consistent as far as his speed, traveling into the zone when he has that. Now we talked about Corey brought it up earlier as far as like other players that have been inconsistent, right? Like Coots, he was lighting it up crazy, and then just kind of, where have you been? I expect that from Coots though. Like I expect that from him because he's never for years he hasn't been that guy, right? Tippett, I need to see you produce because you are so high up on the lines. And because we've seen that he's capable, like we kind of need that from him. The reason why I'm not too worried about it is because that, not that I'm not worried about it, but I think it has potential, a high upside to bounce back. The guy's fast. He's able to make plays. We've seen it before. But there has to be something has to, light a fire under his ass to kind of get going here because, especially in that first period yesterday, the whole team, him specifically, but looked lost. They looked lost out there. But the guy's so fast, which is so dangerous in this league. He's a big body, like you were talking about. He's a big body, could crash the net. And that coupled with the speed, that has potential to be really dangerous in any moment of time. You know what I mean? The next shot could be the one. But yeah, it's a hard thing. But I do agree with, bumping him down for sure. Bump him down.
All right, we're getting we're an hour and a half in, so let's keep this short. Unless you guys want to stay, that's fine. Corey, what do you got?
I think he needs to take a sit in the press box with Danny B.
Whoa.
I think he needs to take a seat. I think Gurbankin has earned himself a chance. Let him go. Let Gurbankin move up. I can't see bumping him down. What, are you going to bump him down to the fourth line with D'Lo?
Maybe he's trying to make a stand and make a statement. Listen, if you don't put me where, and that's not crazy to say, if you don't put me where I want to go, I'm not going to play. He's also making buco money right now. And he might be actually picking and choosing the games that he wants to play and feels like, maybe I don't need to put forth the effort. The guys can handle it. Or that's personally what I think is going on. He thinks that the team can handle it on his own because God forbid he comes flying in, the guy goes Mach 18 and then gets hurt, and now we're in a situation. So it's a double-edged sword situation for me. But I'd sit him.
Okay.
Take control.
Or you do a different option. You cut his playing time down. You give him 12 minutes a game instead of the 18 to 20 that he's averaging per game. Right. The dude's he's only got 11 shots in his last 9 games. He's not even shooting the puck.
Right.
I understand the speed threat is always there. That backhander is always there. But when you're not shooting, you don't become a threat anymore. I'm not saying totally offload him and get rid of him and this and that and the other. Does somebody need to light a fire under his ass? This dude should be scoring 30 goals a year. I don't give a damn what anybody says. He should be scoring 30 goals a year.
I'm not going to go against him scoring 30 goals.
No.
But at the same time, so say you do sit him and he sits up in the press box. Does the fan base lose their mind? Because it's a very easy rebuttal. It's literally like we're saying right now. He's got 1 point in the past 9 games. So like, you just let that go. So
the fan base are going to lose their shit on no matter what Briere does. It doesn't matter. We could go out and we could get the next Wayne Gretzky.
Oh.
It don't matter. What's going to end up happening is the fans are going to go, well, what has this person done? Well, what has that person done? You went and drafted this person. We are not in the era of Ron Hextall anymore, of botching up draft picks and ruining this organization. Okay. You went out, you got Lachenko. I understand that's the hit or miss thing with this organization. You went out and you got Porter Martone. This organization, with no matter what they do, the fans are stupid enough that they're going to want to crucify them at the stake. It's just the way it is. And then you're going to have idiot outlets like Flyers Talk and all the other morons on Facebook sitting there talking about this, that, and the other. Quote whoever you want, but when you start quoting players on things that they never said, and you get the trolls who start reading it and are believing this stupidity, that is the problem with the fan base. So, okay, you sit him or you bump his downtime in. So if you sit him, who comes up and takes Grabenkin's place in fourth line? I'd say you bring up Tuamala, but guess what? You traded him to Dallas for a nobody.
Alex Bump.
Denver Barkey.
Alex Bump first.
Alex Bump, Denver Barkey. Like I said, you had Tuamala buried in Lehigh Valley his entire career when I think he should have gotten a fair chance. He never got a fair chance. We traded him for Christian Kyrou, who's a 5'9", 100-nothing-pound defenseman who ain't worth a damn.
I love that you did the research on that because I just wasn't going to do it.
The dude's worth nothing.
After Jordan
I'll take the busted bucket the pucks come in over trading for a guy like that. We gave up Tuamala for Christian Kyrou. Really?
Yeah. After Kyrou got caught crying in a post game presser, I was fucking done with him completely, and that's along with his brother. So, I haven't heard anything in Lehigh. I know they won last night. Was able to watch some of that because we got that Flow TV, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, listen.
I went on a tirade there.
It's fine. I said shorten it up, and you did the absolute fucking opposite. But
yeah. Got my blood pressure going. Damn it.
All right, we got one more for Alley Talk, and it has to do with the decor. We talked about this, so we actually can move on. We've talked literally in and out of the decor. They messed up. They played good. It is what it is. So, guys, if you're out there, get your buttes ready because we're gonna dive into this week's Beaut of the Week. All right, Flyers Alley's Beaut of the Week is brought to you by Warlord Beard Oil. Go to www.warlordbeardoil.com. Use promo code Old Sports in all caps for 15% off site-wide, and any orders over $65 gets free shipping. I do have to say the Apache is now my favorite. Just got some the other day. The beard oil, absolutely stunning. Smells great. The wife even smelled it, said it smells like Christmas. That's all I needed to hear.
Christmas.
Yeah, it smells like Christmas, dude. Apache, top tier. Armin, who we got for Beauts of the Week? 1 through 3. You can have one. Doesn't matter. You have 3.
I'm gonna say Bobby Brink, Big Meech.
Big Meech.
Yeah, I gotta give one to Big Meech. And I think I'm gonna keep it there. Bobby Brink and Big Meech. Those are my 2.
Okay. Brandon, if you're out there, Greg Montour, if you're out there, send them through before I go last, and we'll get them going. Corey, what do you got?
I was kind of hoping to hear what you had to say.
Me?
Yeah.
I have 1. Garner Hathaway. Done.
You kind of had that feeling.
Well, it's just the way they. I mean, I don't want to. I obviously don't want to take anybody else's, but I wasn't going to say either one of those. But I love those type of guys. But Hathaway's just. I was literally went on a rant when, like I said, I got the new Den flowing right now. So
it's very impressive.
It's very nice. I'm a big fan of it. It's where I go to escape. But yeah. So I don't know. I love his play. He's not afraid. He does what he has to do. He's an absolute gamer, and you don't ever hear. I've watched a bunch of interviews with other players when he was on other teams, and was just like, you hate to play against him, but when he's on your team, you love the guy. So he's been my guy since he came onto the team, and I haven't been let down once. So he'll whoop your ass.
I hated him in Washington.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's a good example. We always say we hate him, but would you take him? And now that he's here, it's like, I don't know. He's got his beer out. He's a Philadelphia Flyer, dude. It's just he's got his own beer. He does Hathaway's Heroes. He's
beer.
Oh yeah, he teamed up with Dogfish Head, 6.5%.
Whoa.
Yeah. Mark Ramos from Fired Up Sports, actually, he got it some and told me that it's actually pretty good. I'm off the craft beer, but I'll go after it.
I'll go after to try it.
Yeah. So that's my guy. So that's one and done. Going Hathaway. Go ahead, Core. I hope I did it for you.
Brink, Juleson, and D'Lo. Guys, they had a good week.
They did. And it's good weeks for Butte of the Week when you can pick multiple people and it makes sense. But we're gonna jump into something in the negative section. I have one. Good one that I was sent over to. Not gonna name names, but we got moron of the week.
What the f***? Where's that sound coming from?
All right, so we do moron of the week every week here. We weren't gonna do it this year, but when stuff like this is said, we feel like we have to come out. And I will say I have not heard anything from your guy Hunter Brody. So and Anthony Louie, yeah. Walk around, find out. Anyway, Wizard.
He won't.
No shot. We got
no punk.
No way, dude. No way. He's probably no. I'm not. You're gonna get me riled up. I won't get riled up.
Oh, I want to see that.
No, I just I would do it. Look, I've been out of commission for a while, but anyway, Flyers talk. Leo Donahue's back.
Oh, come on!
He's back, and he's throwing it down. Leo Donahue.
Let him out again.
It's an interesting one. Okay. It's actually funny. I don't want to get too much into the Anthony Louis thing, but I started broadcasting us into the Flyers talk group again, and he's the only one that had something to say. So fuck you and shut up. Leo Donahue, Flyers talk on Facebook says, I watched Anaheim kick the piss out of the Florida Panthers last night with Cutter Gauthier having a 4-point night, 3 goals and 1 helper. I guess Cutter preferred Disney World over the Philadelphia Zoo. So, again, not going to say who sent us this because it's very confidential. But this kind of adds on to the whole thing that's going on with Cutter. Yeah, but it's like so, and it's the ignorance of the fan base in an absolute whole. I don't really disagree with that. That was just a statement, but it's the guy, and I expect more out of him sometime this year because some of his stuff is just absolutely asinine. But there's just so much noise going on about Cutter Gauthier. Do you people understand that if we didn't get rid of Cutter Gauthier, we would have never got Zegras? We would have never got Zegras. That would not have happened. So do you really? And I don't want to go into the whole what the Cutter thing was. I mean, it's just we're in Philly. Fuck Cutter. He didn't want to be here. That's all there is to it. They keep honing in on this every single week. You guys are paying more attention to the Ducks than your team here. But that's my thing. I don't disagree with Leo Donahue's comment. Eventually we're gonna, because it's going to be crazy. But yeah, you guys got to let go of this Cutter Gauthier shit. He's playing. He's doing good. Whatever. Like the Ducks are doing good, Corey. I think you hit me earlier with the Ducks are doing pretty good. So hey, listen, that's fun.
10-3-1.
Right. Hey, it's about time. I mean, so, I don't know what else to say, but guys got anything to say about Cutter Gauthier? I guess that's the direction we're going in here.
I could go. I'll just do this real quick. The Cutter Gauthier trade, we got Jamie Drysdale and Anaheim's second-round draft pick. Do you know who we took with that second-round draft pick from Anaheim? Shane Van Sage.
Absolute stud, too, by the way.
I think we came out on top for a dude who didn't want to play here.
Yeah.
So we got Drysdale and Van Sage. I'm okay with that.
None of that happens. Like it's crazy.
Well, people just want to read into, like I said, this is the moron mentality. Hence moron of the week.
That's a good one. The moron. I like that.
But this is what I'm saying, though, is you don't understand. We wouldn't have Jamie Drysdale and we wouldn't have Shane Van Sage. We got Van Sage from the Ducks pick, that conditional second-round pick.
Well, even break it down to so say that Drysdale doesn't come here. Does Zegras not even going down the actual legitimate line here? Like we wouldn't have Zegras if we didn't
Probably not.
Right. So like then what? It's just come on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's good. He's good friends with York and everything like that, but probably not.
Armin, you got anything?
I mean, the guy didn't want to fucking play here. He can go fuck himself. He can go fuck himself.
That's it.
He can go fuck himself. I don't understand. Cool. He had a good night. Great. Congratulations. They're making it sound like we should have held on to him. He wouldn't have did that here. He didn't want to play here. It's just, there's nothing other than that to say.
And the attitude and the basis of why that happened. Like I said, I wasn't going to go into it, but I'll dip my toe into it. He didn't want to go back to college. And look, you did. And look what's happening.
Now you're a superstar in Disneyland. Congratulations. Next subject.
You took Danny Briere's advice. You still took it. You went back, and now look what's happening. So it's whatever. That's just whatever. But anyway, let's get into the Turnpike. Start revving this up, and then we'll get out of here after we talk about our fans. And your boy G here says agreed. He didn't want to be here, so fuck him. That's it. That's it. It's very simple. Anyway, so the Turnpike is brought to you by Chickies and Pete's in Drexel Hill. Go to www.chickiesandpete's.com. Everybody knows Chickies and Pete's. Figure it out. Stay tuned for Black Friday. We're on the fence here. I did just get a text from them, see what's going on. So may not be going. We'll see. Right. So I think we could all agree Turnpike's Owen Tippett. I don't know if anybody else has anything, I haven't even seen Zamula alive. I haven't even been paying attention to it, but
he's been scratched.
Yeah, it is. Stay there. Please stay there.
Yeah.
So we talked about Tippett, so we really don't have to go too much into it unless one of you guys has anything else to say about Tippett.
Start showing up, dude.
There it is. I knew it was coming. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Just start showing up.
I'm all about it. Let's get in the dust up. All right, Dust Up is brought to you by Polish Commercial Cleaning LLC. Make sure you guys click the link in the description. If you need cleaning done, Armin's lady is your lady. I'm really thinking about hiring her to come down here. I wanted to wait till everything got settled, but yeah, we'll get that done. So yeah, we got obviously we got the big one, Delorier versus Chickie. Feast your eyes.
But he was able to work it in deep. Delorier trying to get Chickie. He got him. Wow. Heavyweight tilt. Center ice.
Chickie, Delorier ready to go. He had Florian in the preseason. Now he's got Arbor in the regular season. Big customers as Delorier getting the rights going. Arbor a few lefts. Rights from Delorier. Those are two big customers as Delorier trying to ignite his team in the third.
I just want to state right off the bat that announcer was wrong. He had Florian and Arbor in preseason. He fought them both in one night. So give us credit where it's due. You goon. Not too much to say. It's crazy that there are things that have been said, like he didn't, like something was unfair or blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Big Nick tugged him twice in the chin, put him down twice, laid him to rest. Anything on that?
Beat the fucking brakes off of him. I don't care how anybody looks at it. When you see him, he's down on his knees and he goes for that takedown because he had enough.
Yeah.
So many rights, he was begging for a left. Fucking goof.
I'm a big fan of Arbor Chickie. I would love to have him on the Flyers. I would be honest with you.
I like him, but I'm more of a blue collar guy with D'Lo though.
Oh, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying if say D'Lo retires this year, I'd go after Chickie. Fucking go. I mean, I think Sealer, same thing. Need D-man. If D'Lo retires after this season, waives his no movement clause or whatever, I do hear that he may be retiring after this season. Same with Sealer, at least with Delorier. Then you don't have a forward slot offensive issue. You know, that kind of figures itself out. And then, but if what happened?
Arbor Chickie's an unrestricted free agent after this year. $1 million. I figured you'd like to know that info.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So say Sealer retires, then you got D-man. There you go.
Yep. Still 24 years old.
Oh, you got to bring him here. My God, I'll do it. I'll get him.
Welcome, Jess.
Thank you. It's always good. I like having you be that guy. It's good to, even when you're not on the show, he's in there. I'm like, Core, can you do that? And it comes up. Like, there it is. Love the fighting. That's it. I do want one from Sealer. That's all. I just want one. It's got to be a good one. Like, he's got to lay someone the fuck down. But yeah, other than that, let's see. We got we do. You know what? We have final thought. I've turned final thought into the OCSN fantasy because it's a good topic. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna do it. I'm sorry. It's too much. Too much. Any final thought? Anybody? You got final thought? Armin, final thought too?
Yeah, final thought. I won 4 out of 6 points this week. And I think if we could keep our record week for week, in the positive, I think I'll be happy.
Okay. Did we jot down your record that you were saying?
No, but I believe I'm fucking cooking. I just want to throw that out there.
I will agree with that. I think there's some fucking happening. Yeah. Baking grease, if you will.
I got these degenerate gamblers at work. Like, what'd you say this week? You got 4 out of 5. Okay, cool, yeah. And they're like, and then this other guy, he just you got it this week. He'll just text me randomly after win. There it is. There's your 2.
I get the same guy at work. Just ask me things. I'm like, dude, I'm not betting on hockey. I just can't do it. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Anybody can win at any point in time. Prop bets are where you should go. I mean, so that's kind of easy to do. But Corey, we got final thought.
Almost a surefire bet is Zegras with an assist a game.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
I mean, it really is. Fight me, Hunter Brody.
Oh.
So dominant.
I don't know where he's at.
Hopefully cutting his hair and getting ready.
Wow, you're so dominant.
All right, with that being said, make sure you guys go like us on Facebook. Join our group, facebook.com/Flyers Alley. On Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at Flyers Alley Pod 1. Instagram, at Flyers Alley. We also have a Old City Sports Instagram. Go to our YouTube page, subscribe to that, click the bell, get notified whenever we go live or anybody on Old City goes live. And visit www.oldcitysports.com for your favorite OCSN podcast articles and sponsors. Make sure you guys definitely go check out our Armin created new Flyers Alley t-shirt at ocsn-shop.fourthwall.com. Definitely going to work on that URL because that is a fucking nightmare. With that being said, boys, good episode. And that was season 8, episode 6 of Flyers Alley. We will see you guys next week. I don't even know. We'll see you at some point. Talk to you guys later.